Welcome, my dear friends, to this table of love, God's love, where all are welcome, where all are equal, because you and I are children of love, children of a loving God. And in this season of Advent, we are preparing to welcome into our hearts the Spirit of Christmas, a rebirthing of the essence of God for all who are children of God. So we begin our 30-minute soiree at midnight by lighting a candle for peace. Our gift to the Father, Mother, God, for giving to each one of us hope. So in the name of our beloved Father, Mother, God Supreme, who creates life, to the risen cosmic Christ, who loves life, to the Holy Spirit, who is the fire of life, to Gaia, our beloved Earth Mother, who nurtures the divine in all life, to all faith traditions and none, for they are the children of God, the same God, albeit known by a different name, and that makes them our brother and our sister. And to all who are gathered here from different faith traditions, we welcome you, and I welcome you on behalf of all my brothers and sisters of the Teo community of Interfaith Franciscans. So welcome to this table, and let us feel safe here. Let us relax in the presence of unconditional, selfless love. Just be still now as we listen to the beautiful carol, Away in a Manger, No Crib for a Bed. The beautiful crimson ensemble from Celtic Christmas. Relax. Sense the peace of your God enveloping you in your mind, in your body, and in your spirit. Just be still and be aware that all around you are angels of love, messengers of God, sent by the Father, Mother, God, to protect you, to guard you, to watch over you. And we know that is true because Jesus said, I will send my angels to watch over you. And they are here. They are here in a spirit of love. So be still now and know that God, who created us and who formed us in our mother's womb, knows us by name, knows our innermost secrets and thoughts. So let there be no fear, none whatsoever.
In the mountains resounding waters, I heard the whispering of love's breezes to heal my broken heart.
We praise you, O God.
O tranquil evening, silent music, and the sounding solitude of the rising dawn. It is there that I hear you, there that I taste of you, in love's banquet to fill my heart.
Praise you, God.
And I found your footprints in the sands by the sea, and like your maiden, I ran along the way to a secret chamber.
We praise you, O God.
And there you gave to me there you taught me oh so well, and I drank of your sweet spiced wine, the wine of God. And there I gave to you keeping nothing for myself. There I promised you forever to be your bride.
Praise you, God.
And I found your footprints in the sands by the sea, and like your maiden, I ran along the way to a secret chamber.
Praise you, God. We praise you.
So I have abandoned all I ever sought to be, and in dying, my spirit has been
Praise you, God. Praise your name. Such a beautiful song. I found my beloved. were the words of that beautiful scriptural sacred song by John Michael Talbot. And the words are so true today for those of us who've been given the courage to listen to our heart and surrender all that we are, regardless of our upbringing, regardless of our mistakes. We have found the beloved. But really, I believe it's the other way round. The beloved has found you and me. And the beloved is like a hound of heaven who never gives up, searching for the wounded sheep, the wounded souls who've been completely and utterly broken by man's inhumanity to man. So let us relax at this table, whether we're a Christian, a Pentecostal, whether we're a Jew, a Muslim, a Hindu, a Buddhist, a Sikh, a Baha'i. That is a label. God doesn't see labels. He sees the heart. And if your heart is deeply entrenched in religiosity, then what you're giving to God is lip service, not heart service. The heart listens to God. Those engaged in lip service give lots of words that are empty words. They have no soul to them. So let us come to the heart. Let us come back to our heart and listen to that beautiful voice of the beloved saying to you, I have found my beloved. And that's what you and I are. In the eyes of God, we are loved. We are loved. We are accepted as we are. And if love is the language we use to convey our innermost thoughts and feelings, we're on the right track. But we cannot manipulate God to agree with us, for that would be arrogance. It takes a person of real courage to come before God and say, I messed up. I'd like to do it your way now, because your way is truth. My way, confusion. I want to read to you, if I may, from the late John O'Donoghue, a great Irish mystic. And this little book is called To Bless the Space Between Us. It's a book of blessings. And I was guided to share this with us tonight. And the heading, to retrieve the lost art of blessing. There is a kindness that dwells deep down in things. It presides everywhere, often in the places we least expect. The world can be harsh and negative, but if we remain generous and patient, kindness inevitably reveals itself. Sometimes something deep in the human soul seems to depend on the presence of kindness. Something instinctive in us expects it. And once we sense it, we are able to trust and open ourselves. John says, here in Connemara, that's the west coast of Ireland, the mountains are terse and dark. Left to themselves, they would make for a brooding atmosphere. However, everywhere around and in between, there are lakes. The surface of these lakes takes on the variations of the surrounding light to create subtle diffusions of color. Thus their presence qualifies the whole landscape with a sense of warmth and imagination. If we did not feel that some ultimate kindness holds sway, we would feel like outsiders, confronted on every side by a world toward which we could make no real bridges. The word kindness has a gentle sound that seems to echo that presence of compassionate goodness. When someone is kind to you, you feel understood and seen. There is no judgment or harsh perception directed toward you. Kindness has gracious eyes. It is not small-minded or competitive. It wants nothing back for itself. Kindness strikes a resonance with the depths of your own heart. It also suggests that your vulnerability, though somehow exposed, is not taken advantage of. Rather, it has become an occasion for dignity and empathy. Kindness casts a different light, an evening light that has the depth of color and patience to illuminate what is complex and rich in difference. Despite all the darkness, human hope is based on the instinct that at the deepest level of reality, some intimate kindness holds sway. This is the heart of blessing. To believe in blessing is to believe that our being here, our very presence in the world, is itself a gift, the first gift, the primal blessing. As Rilke says, hier zu sein ist so viel, to be here is immense. Nowhere does the silence of the infinite lean so intensely as around the form of a newborn infant. Once we arrive, we enter into the inheritance of everything that has preceded us. We become heirs to the world. To be born is to be chosen. To be created and come to birth is to be blessed. Some primal kindness chose us and brought us through the forest of dreaming until we could emerge into the clearance of individuality, with the path of life opening before us through the world. The beginning often holds the clue to everything that follows. given the nature of our beginning, it is no wonder that our hearts are imbued with longing for beauty, meaning, order, creativity, compassion, and love. We approach the world with this roster of longings and expect that in some way the world will respond and confirm our desire. Our longing knows it cannot force the fulfillment of its desire, yet it does instinctively expect that primal benevolence to respond to it. This is the threshold where blessing comes alive. What amazing words! What beautiful sentiments from one human being to all of us here. The art of blessing each other. And he says the beauty of the world is the first witness to blessing. In a land without blessing, no beauty could dwell. And so it is with the Christmas story. The Christmas story, many people say it's imagination gone riot. But is it? Is it? Or are we coming to this from our mind or from the heart? We know that 2,000 years ago the Son of God became man and bestowed on you and me many gifts. One of them, the gift of blessing each other, but even more importantly, the gift of blessing ourselves. To bless ourselves, because we are a child of God, a child who is loved, not rejected, a child who is respected, a child who is valued and treated equally by God. And in the next few days, the world, of course, will be busy preparing for the sumptuous feast. But for those of us who've surrendered our heart to the divine, we are now entering a pivotal point in our relationship with God. For we are making time to be still. We're making time to listen to the heart and hear the voice of the shepherds of long ago. Hear the voice of Joseph, of Mary, who was with child, and to hear the voices of the wise men following that star that would lead them to the penultimate victory over their many, many years of soul searching and watching the stars. Let us prepare ourselves. Let us enter a new time frame. A time frame of listening. Not to what the world or the television or the media are telling us, but to what God is saying to us. that the time has come to jettison, let go of anything that no longer serves our highest purpose. Outdated thoughts, philosophies. It's time that we listen to the heart and reappraise who we are and why we're here. And that we each take responsibility for those thoughts that were given in our heart, for those feelings, emotions, and to honor them, to bless them, and to allow them come forth like the infant child from its mother's womb. Let the art of blessing begin for us. Let us be still. Let us be still. And imagine we are sat on the desert floor, just surrounded by stars. Everywhere is in darkness. There is nobody else here but you. And we are sat on the earth, listening to our heart and looking at the wonder of creation, the myriad of stars. And we can see Sister Moon shining her light on our pathway to our spiritual Bethlehem, where we shall experience the rebirthing of the Christ child within us. Be still. And as you look up, you can see the various formations of the stars. You can see the zodiac, the plough. And if you allow your mind go beyond into space and see a galaxy of color, shape and form, and you are a part of it, that you are a part of God's creation. Be still. As you look up to the night sky and find the northern star that will lead you to Bethlehem, where you will take your rightful place with the shepherds, and there present yourself to Jesus, the newborn babe, on Christmas morn. But look up at the stars, and you can see stars falling from the sky. And you can see the birthing of new stars. Where are you in the galaxy of stars? Be still. Be still and allow the gift of creation touch your heart and allow you to see through the eyes of your spirit at the amazement of God's creation. And all is a gift from God to you. Relax now and experience the love of the sacred.